Make sure to stick around till the end. I've got some essential vocabulary and phrases along with the conversation. Now, let's dive into the conversation.
Alex, I have to admit, I've been putting off that big project for weeks now. Every time I think about starting, I just feel overwhelmed and end up doing something else.
I totally get that, Tom. Procrastination used to be a huge problem for me too. But I've found some ways to tackle it head on. What exactly is holding you back?
I think it's a mix of not knowing where to start and worrying that it won't turn out well. So instead of trying, I just avoid it.
That's a common feeling. One thing that helped me was breaking tasks down into smaller steps. When a task seems too big, it's easy to get paralyzed by it. But if you divide it into smaller, manageable parts, it's less intimidating.
I've heard that before, but it's still hard to get going, you know. Sometimes, I feel like I'll never get it done.
I know the feeling. But that's where setting deadlines for each small step can help. Even if you start with just 10 minutes a day, it creates momentum. And once you start, it's usually not as bad as you thought.
Yeah, I suppose getting started is the hardest part. But what about distractions? I find myself constantly getting sidetracked by my phone or other things.
That's a big one. I usually set specific times to work without any distractions. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode and focus on one task at a time. It's amazing how much more you can accomplish when you're fully focused.
That makes sense. I'll have to try that. I've also heard about rewarding yourself after completing tasks. Do you do that?
Absolutely. It's a great motivator. I like to treat myself after finishing a task, whether it's taking a break, having a snack, or doing something I enjoy. It gives you something to look forward to and reinforces the positive habit.
I like that idea. I usually just feel guilty after procrastinating, so it might help to have a reward to keep me going.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Tom. Procrastination happens to everyone. The key is to recognize it and take small steps to overcome it. And remember, progress is progress, no matter how small.
You're right. I think I'll start by breaking down that project and setting a timer for 10 minutes. I'll focus on just one small part and see how it goes.
That's the spirit. And if you need any help or motivation, just let me know. We can keep each other accountable.
Thanks, Alex. I really appreciate your advice. I'm ready to tackle this head-on and stop letting procrastination hold me back.
You've got this, Tom. Just take it one step at a time, and soon you'll see how much you can accomplish.
Thanks, Alex. Let's do this.
Vocabulary and phrases. Procrastination. The act of delaying or postponing tasks. I've been struggling with procrastination lately, avoiding my work. Tackle head-on. To confront or deal with something directly. I decided to tackle my procrastination head-on. Overwhelmed. Feeling swamped or burdened by too many tasks or emotions. I feel overwhelmed by the amount of work I have to do. Paralyzed by it. Feeling unable to take action due to fear or anxiety. The project seemed so big that I felt paralyzed by it. Sidetracked. Distracted or diverted from your main task. I keep getting sidetracked by my phone when I try to work. Accountable. Being responsible for your actions and progress. We can keep each other accountable for sticking to our goals.